Welcome, everyone, to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Buffalo Bulls taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Falcons will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Buffalo's offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Dropping back, it's Roberson. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Pine. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that cone.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The sure hands, it's Hogan. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Middleton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They've got the 1st down, marked it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Deutsch L. Perry Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hogan. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snap it to the back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking to throw, it's Pine. Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Roberson. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.